Hey, it's the Maniac, and I was just wanting to say that this one is going to be about being the best in your field. And number one rule, don't be number two. Number one rule, fight like your life depends on it. Fight like your position depends on it. You want to be the best? Guess what? The best have to put in the work. And the work is whatever your field is. If you're between jobs right now or searching for a different job, guess what? As soon as you land either your dream job or the job that you were applying for, you can do monumental things when you put in the work. Like me, for instance. Oh, Maniac, you're on YouTube. Yeah, but this is a side hustle. What I did is that I worked and worked and worked. On weekends I worked. On holidays I worked. During the weekday. Well, actually, most people work during the weekday, so can't really classify that as I guess as a reason. But you need to know your job inside and out, outside and in. Any way that you need to know your job, you need to know it. If you're a model, diet, location, photography, makeup, hair, probably. I don't know, I'm not a model, as you can see. But you need to know exactly what it takes to be the best. For example, we're going to use me again. For example, when the company got changed over in security, the boss told the other employees to not call him. Now, I had already been there for about 6 years, but the boss told me not to call. The boss told the other employees that were there not to call him. Call me. Why? Because I knew exactly what happens at that data center. And I started from being the lowest man on the totem pole. It's not easy. I do get that. It is not easy. But you know what? If you have success fast, it builds your ego. If you have success slow, it builds character. My success came slow at that job. So, main point that I'm trying to make here, and I'm not doing this with any notes, main point I'm trying to make here is that do the work. If there's a position in your job that you don't know, guess what? Get nosy. I mean, that's what I did. If there's something that you're supposed to be checking, not gonna go there on that one. But if there's something that you're supposed to check regularly and hourly, guess what? Do it half hour. Check it again on the way back. If you walk by it going to the furthest point, check it again on the way back. Because I guarantee you, it's going to work. When you work, so does your job will work for you. When you've got that fire inside to be the best person at your job, nothing should happen except you become the most senior and powerful person there. I've had bosses actually come and talk to me. Oh, and by the way, I just finished watching Key Largo, so good movie. Bogey was the man. I don't care what anybody says, he was the man. And I just finished watching about a week ago Casablanca. And we got one more Bogey film, which is The Maltese Falcon. And I never thought that I would be able to sit through a Bogey film. But that was when I was younger, say about 21, 22. But my 21st and 22nd birthday were in Washington in the Navy. But you know what? I became the best there too. Anybody that shows desire will become the most senior person not in the shortest amount of time, but in a good amount of time. If your name comes up in most of the officers or most of the executives or VPs meetings, guess what? They know your name. They know your name. They know that you're not going to slack on anything you do. That's part of doing the work. That's part of being the best. You want to be the best at YouTube? Guess what? You got to start putting out, I think, 25 pieces of new content every day. And they better be good too. I mean, I'm just doing this because like I'm speaking, that's not actually true. Got this shirt from someone. But when you speak from the heart, nobody can tell you that you're not doing a good job. Nobody. You want to be a millionaire? Guess what? That better be your side hustle. Keep working at your job, and I guarantee you, when you start having these other ideas, nobody can break you of those. Nobody can break you of your work habits. Nobody can break you of your work ethic. Me, I'm always the first person. Do I go straight in and start working? No, I do not. I've got to read my Bible. Then after that, I've got to pray. Then after that, yeah, I'll probably just waste a little bit of time maybe playing a solitaire game or Wordscapes or Candy Crush or whatever the current game is on the phones these days. And believe it or not, I'm always there 20 minutes early. Inside the office, 20 minutes early. Of course, they have to sign in before 7 a.m. My next video is going to be on planning. This is something that I'm working on right now. So, always know that the first rule is that you are number one. The second rule in my book is continuously prove you're number one. If you go there thinking that you're number 2 or 3, guess what? You're going to be number 2 or 3. It's a proven fact. Your mindset determines who you are. My mindset determines who's coming for me. Because if I'm the person that you're supposed to call whenever a critical system goes down, yeah, you can bet that if they call me, how does that make the boss look? Now, if I've got more clout than the boss, then maybe it's okay. Anyway, guys, it's going to be on planning, how to plan your day out, how to put what you want to do in your day. Covering the lens there for a minute. And what you can do to make sure your day goes as planned. There are several different ones, so I'm going to just hit one of them in each video. And one of them may seem a little weird. But as for this first one in the work series, do the work. You can use my example if you want to look, think that way, but I really don't advise it. Do the work. Next video is going to be planning, and we'll just go from there. But I hope you guys enjoy this first video. I know it's kind of long, so this is the Maniac again. Peace.